We bring you the latest updates from the PNA Newsroom. The Office of the Vice President vowed to carry out more programs next year as it lauds the hardworking and dedicated team for the success of this year's accomplishment. Vice President Sara Duterte made this remark as the OVP celebrates its 87th anniversary. Duterte said they are able to accomplish many firsts this year and they are expecting more public service innovations in the future. Among the many historic firsts are the creation of more satellite OVP offices across the country, bringing the basic services for Filipinos in all regions. These satellite offices, together with the OVP Central Office, have been distributing medical and burial assistance to qualified beneficiaries. Likewise, the OVP also launched Libreng Sakay program, Pagbabago campaign for learners, Kalusugan food trucks, and various disaster relief and response. Duterte said the OVP next year will focus on programs uplifting the LGBTQIA+ community as well as Peace 911. The Bureau of Immigration says it will prioritize overseas Filipino workers traveling in and out of the country this holiday season. The Bureau recently rolled out the latest update of their border control information system for incoming and outgoing passengers. BI Commissioner Norman Tansinco said the latest update has ironed out technical glitches to connect with the Overseas Employment Certificate Validation System of the Department of Migrant Workers. The system will also allow BI officers to immediately verify and intercept fake overseas employment certificates upon presentation by illegal recruitment and human trafficking victims. Tansinco said they had allocated about a third of their counters to prioritize OFWs at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport. The Philippines has supported a United Nations General Assembly resolution calling for Russia to pay war reparations for the conflict in Ukraine. Nearly 50 nations co-sponsored the resolution that will establish an international mechanism for Russia to compensate for damage, loss, and injury since its attack on Ukraine in February 2022. The resolution states that Russia must be held accountable for any violations of international law in Ukraine. It also calls for a registry to document evidence and claims. A total of 94 states voted in favor, 14 against, while 73 abstained. The document was adopted during the continuation of the General Assembly's emergency session aiming at resolving the conflict. Meanwhile, the Philippines has earned 100 billion pesos from the tourism sector since the country eased pandemic restrictions in February this year. Data from the Department of Tourism showed that the country's tourist arrivals ballooned to over 2 million as of November 14. Majority of the arrivals, or 1.48 million, are foreign tourists, while over 530,000 are overseas Filipinos. The United States has the biggest number of tourists, followed by South Korea and Australia. Tourism Secretary Cristina Garcia Frasco said the high demand for travel to the country helped revitalize the economy and gives opportunities for livelihood to Filipinos. She noted that the Marcos administration's prioritization of tourism is placing the country on the right track to recovery. And that is the latest and the biggest stories from the PNA Newsroom. For more news content, visit our webpage or head on to the Philippine News Agency's Facebook and Twitter accounts. We are also shown on the social media pages of the Office of the Press Secretary and on Radio Pilipinas RP1. Stay tuned for more news updates. I am William Theo. We tell stories that inspire change.